sweet friends, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, my name is Amy and welcome to Simply Our Home. Today I am continuing my fall decorating series with video number 4 and part 2, decorating here in our living room for fall. Last time we decorated our entire bookshelf and I shared some new additions within the room, so I'm super excited to get in here and finish up and complete the decorating here in our living room. We'll be adding some fun cozy blankets and textiles through pillows, and then I'll share lots of different tabletop ideas for coffee tables, end tables, and consoles. I'll also be sharing a fun garland idea and decor for your mantle, so I hope that you enjoy it. If you do, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up, and I would love if you would consider subscribing if you haven't already. Well, we have lots to get done, so let's go ahead and jump straight into the decorating. I do hope you enjoy. Okay friends, here is your first look into our living room. As usual, I've cleared away all of last season's tabletop decor and textiles. However, you might be surprised that I've decided to keep the existing wall art in the space. The 3 landscape canvases from Hobby Lobby still represent that moody fall vibe with many fall colors that I can pull from to incorporate throughout the room. Likewise, the 2 botanical prints, also from Hobby Lobby, over by the fireplace, continue to work for fall too, and seem to complement our new chair perfectly. One quick way to instantly set the tone for the room is to choose a fall TV wall art from YouTube. There are so many great options, ones with a framed appearance like this one, some with music and even Bible verses. I'll go ahead and leave a few of my favorites linked down below in the description drop-down box so you can easily find them. You're going to see that I like to reuse many of my decor pieces from years past, like this gorgeous fall wreath that was from the store at home. Now what you will see is that I typically don't reuse the item in the same exact spot, but rather rotate it to a different room or use it in a totally different way. Now I'm bringing in this metal container with gold accents that I found from a local antique store to conceal the cord of this gorgeous new lamp from Magnolia. Inside it, I placed some home magazines and other reading materials, which creates a cozy spot to curl up and read. For the small end table that sits between the sofa and the love seat, I like to add a grouping of 3, which includes the lamp. I found that this amount is more pleasing to the eye. So in addition to the lamp, I'm adding this beautiful potted arrangement that I found from Kirkland's last year. Then to add texture and vary the heights of the items on the table to create interest, I'm coming in with this cute little basket, which reminds me of a pumpkin. Inside, I'm going to sneak in some Werther's Original Candy for a sweet snack that we can easily access from both sofas. For our fall coffee table arrangement, I'm starting with these yellow, super realistic stems that I believe were called Golden Heather. They came from Michael's this year, and if you happen to miss my Michael's Shop with Me, I can have it linked down below. I'll be adding 2 bunches of this to a cream vase, which I think relates back to the color of the sofas. In addition, it creates a focal point and just enough height to not disturb visuals around the room. Next, I'll be coming in with a couple of different coffee table books. I chose ones with a lighter color to just keep the coffee table a little bit more light and bright, because you'll see later I'm bringing in some dark, moody colors with textiles and objects, and by using these contrasting colors, they are going to really pop. One of the darker objects I'll be placing on top of the books is this gorgeous glass jar candle in one of my favorite scents for fall, which is pumpkin spice. Using seasonal scents in your home can help set the tone for your space and invoke different emotions. Fall, to me, has those earthy scents that kind of signal the arrival of crisp autumn air and all of my favorite fall things, like pumpkin patches, apple picking, sweaters, pumpkin spice lattes, soups, cozy blankets, and bonfires. So definitely let me know down below, what is some of your fall favorites? I'd love to hear. Now to the other coffee table book, I'm bringing in this adorable bronze colored squirrel and leaf decor piece. Then I'll artistically place a few coasters in the same finish in a curved shape around the book corner on the opposite side, creating movement, repetition, and functionality. And this will complete our fall coffee table arrangement for now. Now, if I make any changes, you'll be able to see the complete finished look in my fall 2024 home tour. So you'll definitely want to make sure you are subscribed and have that bell notification turned on to all so that you won't miss an upload and you'll be able to see that fall home tour at the end of my series. Now it's time to add some cozy decor to our fireplace mantle and to the surrounding area. For fall and winter, I like to set the scene for a cozy, crackling fireplace. Although no wood is needed for our gas fireplace, I like to bring in this simple black log holder filled with an assortment of birch logs to set the scene. For our mantle this year, I want to keep it fairly simple. And as always, I have to create something that will cover the half outlet that sits right beneath our TV. For this arrangement, when I spotted these beautiful velvety magnolia leaf branches at Hobby Lobby, I knew I wanted to incorporate them into the mantle this year. So I chose 2 stems, and I absolutely love the texture and earthy colors with the added pine cones and twig details. Once I fluffed out and turned each leaf facing forward, I centered them on the mantle with the long stem tucked just beneath the adjacent one. Then, to add a little bit of color variation as well as bring in a darker tone, I picked up 4 of these smaller leaf picks, also from Hobby Lobby, to create more interest and fullness, as well as to add a touch of dark green to complement as well as coordinate with the swivel chair below. Now, if you're looking for even more fall mantle decorating ideas, I can go ahead and link last year's living room fall decorate with me. In it, I created a draping asymmetrical look with lots of fall leaves for another idea. The one and only request from my son Caleb was to have a clock in this room. So that I did. And if I haven't mentioned already, I'll go ahead and have it linked as well as any other decor item that I can find links for listed down in the description box so that you can go and easily find these items to decorate with in your own homes this fall. To balance the opposite side, I'm bringing in these gorgeous ceramic vintage style candlestick holders that are one of my favorite finds from Michaels this year, along with these rib taper candles from Hobby Lobby and this vintage style candle snuffer from Magnolia. To the accent table beside the chair, you might remember all these things that I shared with you in a fall haul. First, I'm adding back this gorgeous potted fall hazel leaf arrangement. Then I'll add this marble scalloped edge candle tray to allow a separation in color between the table and candle, creating a larger focal point. Finally, I'll add a matching coaster to the ones on the coffee table for a group of 3 and to protect the tabletop surface. To dress and cozy up our new chair for fall, I'm coming in with a plaid throw blanket, a pillow cover from Amazon, and an adorable soft mustardy yellow pumpkin pillow to finish it up. Now that I'm super happy with how it looks over here, we can move over to this spot in our living room. So we have our Target mirror with these flanking Southern Living at Home sconces. I'm coming in with these wheat embossed or printed candles that I picked up from Walmart last year. I have yet to check out Walmart's fall collection, so if you'd be interested in seeing that, definitely let me know down in the comments. Next, I love to bring in a layering art piece. This one came from Hobby Lobby this year, and I love its brushstrokes that it makes it look a little bit more like an original oil painting. Plus, all of its muted colors really coordinate well with the rest of the decor in the room. Next, I'll bring in a taller, moody-like vase that is a Pottery Barn dupe that I found at HomeGoods. Then to contrast it, I'm bringing in a lighter color floral that you might remember I used in our kitchen. This way, when you move from room to room, having the same florals within the spaces really helps to unite and make a more cohesive design. To finish up our living room console table, I'm grounding the rest of the decor by anchoring it with this coffee table book. Next, I'll come in with this gorgeous glass hurricane that was from the Studio McGee Fall Collection. I'll add a battery-operated taper candle and a small wreath to the bottom to add some texture and interest. Finally, I'll add this faux wooden duck that I found from Amazon and call this complete. To the open weave basket and trunk that I typically don't change out seasonally. For a fall touch, I'm adding this burnt orange throw blanket draped to the side. Then I will nestle in a cream realistic pumpkin that I picked up last year from Michael's that ties back to the artwork above. Then to add a lighter textured piece, I'll add the scalloped edge bowl to the top of the trunk. With that, we are almost finished with today's Decorate With Me here in our living room for fall. And the last and final thing is to add some coziness and personality to the sofas. First, I'll be coming in with yet another cozy blanket. This one is a cable knit throw that I found from Target a couple years back. And I'm just casually placing it on the end and trying to get those tassels to fall just right. Up next, I'll be coming back in with lots and lots of fall pillows in different shapes, sizes, textures, and patterns. I like to create different combinations for a more designer-like look and feel. I've said this in the past, but I'll say it again. This is my absolute favorite way to update a room, and that is to change out your pillows. I like to replace our pillows each season for a different look and then reuse the pillows from last year in different combinations and in different rooms for a fresh new fall look. All right, sweet friends, that pretty much wraps up today's video, part 2 here in our living room. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I would love to hear what was your favorite piece that I decorated with today. If you did enjoy today's video, found it helpful in any way, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up, maybe even a share over on your socials. And if you haven't already, I would love if you would consider subscribing. Now we have lots more fall decorating still to come. I have my front porch, my dining room, our office, our master bedroom, and there's still some stores out there that we have yet to see what they have in store for us for fall. So I hope that you will be back. Now, as we end our time together, I always love to go to God's Word and share a daily Bible verse. Today, I'll be reading from Ephesians chapter 2, verses 4 and 5. But because of His great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ even when we were dead in transgressions. It is by grace you have been saved. I thank you all so much for joining me today, and I do hope that you have enjoyed the fall decorating series so far. I will see you real soon in my next one. Take care and God bless. Bye.